We've got the box and the egg one, same sort of thing. What do you think about this egg sphere little thing? 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4. What's the shape where it says 4? What do you think that's sketched out to be?
Shadow.
The cast shadow, okay? So 4 is the highest number there.
Oh, it's the darkness of it.
Yeah, it's the value. It's the lightness, darkness, okay? So this is, so 1 is the brightest, 4 is the darkest, 2 or 3 in between, yeah? Okay, I have a sketch here, and it just tells me the areas. And I'll show you, later on we'll do this with an actual photograph. But what I'm going to do is take my charcoal pencil. Here, I'll do the, I'm just going to rub, see how it's nice and creamy and soft? How it was really easy to just rub a whole bunch of graphite on the back here, okay? So I'm just rubbing that so that it's behind all these lines. And then if I take, I'm going to do this first on black paper for my charcoal, and then next I'll do it on the scratchboard, okay? That's where we're going with this. But if I put this on here, and I probably should tape it down. I really should tape it down, but I don't have tape in front of me, so I'm not going to waste my time. Okay? So I'm going to line it up on here. I might have to like hold it up to the light. I'm holding it up to the light so I can see that it's lined up okay. Cool? And I put this on here, and I'm just going to take a pen, or I could take a sharp pencil. I'm just going to trace over this. And what it's doing, this is called a graphite transfer. Cool. And it's going to, you'll see it, I can see it okay here, you just can't see it on the camera super well. But now, if I take, so I have my little map here, and it says, 1s are the lightest. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. And notice how I'm filling in the area that's the lightest. I'm not tracing any of these lines. Actually, part of this assignment is that these original lines that you traced, you can't trace over them on here. You don't ever go over them again. And then I got my, so almost think of your scribble. You know how the scribbles was about like not outlining and filling it in, but actually scribbling around here? So you could actually do this with your scribble. This is what you guys did with your scribble drawings. All right? Cool. And what's forgiving about this is that I accidentally went inside there. Cool. Kind of see that? And then I have a 2 and a 3. So now, if I want to make the 3, I'm kind of just doing lines, and I'm making it lighter. Can you kind of see that? Pretty sweet. If I put it down too much, this is charcoal, I can kind of erase it a little bit, and it's a little lighter. I want it to be even. I might do like a little like hatching or cross hatching, and then I want this one to be in between those two. Cool. And that might be too. I've got my kneaded eraser here. You can use a regular eraser. Does this make any sense? This is cool. Right? I can go back in here and like redefine this. But do you notice how I didn't actually trace over anything? Does that look like cool? This is called the center light, where it's number 1 on a rounded thing. Okay. And you guys can't see it super well. I'm going to start out by doing the one on the table here. Right. And I'm going to take a different approach here. I'm just going around. Got my shapes all laid out. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, this is 1 and 2 and 3. I'm going to lightly cover all 3. I mean, all of them. So that's saying all of this is, so I lightly put down some marks on there. Can you guys see it okay? Cool. And then I'm going to go over a second layer on here. So it looks like it gets a little brighter. So I'm just layering more charcoal on top of that one. Cool. And then I'm going to layer more on this one. So it looks like it's brighter in that zone. And now, with this technique, you can see what's kind of weird. You can see my indented lines there still. Do you see that? But do you see how if I soften this from a distance, it kind of Does it look like a sphere? Does that make sense? And so I have my indented lines there, but really in the end, you don't see those lines, right? You see this edge here, but what I didn't do is I didn't go like this. Trace this and then like color it in. I mean, it's fine to actually trace that there. But I didn't trace these. I didn't kind of put a line. I didn't go like that. See how if I trace this and I put that white there, the illusion breaks a little bit. You know what I mean? Because this is saying, oh, light doesn't get in there. Why is there a white line there? Cool? All right, so you don't trace over any of those lines. You just use them as a little map where you fill stuff out. Cool? You can erase it, but the scratchboard you can't, okay?